2025 was a wild ride. The dojo shook 6 times with the iconic Grand Sumo Tournaments, leaving us with energy, drama, and unforgettable moments. From Tokyo to Osaka, this year, giants like Hoshoryu and Onosato dominated multiple basho, while up-and-comers like Kotozakura and Aonishiki shook up the rankings with breakthrough victories. On the SumoSpirit channel, we're diving into all 6 of 2025's grand tournaments, reliving the key battles, the biggest surprises, the stories behind the champions, and what is expected for 2026. Let's get started. Let's start with the Hatsu Basho in January. The Hatsu Basho 2025 kicked off the sumo year, and what a start it was. From the very first days, Kinbozan looked like the man to beat. With blistering thrusts and a relentless forward drive, he dominated the dojo and arrived at the final day seemingly poised to take the Emperor's Cup. But sumo can be cruel and dramatic. On that decisive day, Oho struck with cold precision and perfect timing, defeating Kinbozan and forcing a playoff. Suddenly, the tournament opened wide. Meanwhile, Hoshoryu, who had stumbled early on, had been quietly climbing back into contention. After beating Kotozakura on day 15, he locked in the playoff alongside Kinbozan and Oho. And then, in 2 electric bouts, he defeated them both by Yorikiri to claim the Emperor's Cup. Yes, 2 battles, 2 Yorikiri, and the first trophy of the year for the Mongolian. The storyline could not have been richer. Oho's comeback, forcing a playoff on the final day, earned him respect and Banzuke promotion. For Hoshoryu, the Hatsu was more than just another trophy. It was a statement of resilience and clutch performance under pressure, silencing doubts and reigniting conversations about whether his consistency could now push him toward the summit of sumo. And for Kinbozan, who looked unbeatable for most of the Basho, it became a powerful calling card. Raw strength is one thing, but in sumo, finishing with blood cold and execution under pressure is what separates challengers from champions. And that, wrestling fans, was just the beginning. Let's continue with Haru Basho. The spring Haru Basho of 2025 turned into one of the most intense showdowns of the year. For the first 2 weeks, the race for the championship stayed wide open, with Onosato and Takayasu emerging as the main title favorites, while a group of hungry underdogs pushed hard, ready to shake up the hierarchy. But then the plot twisted. Hoshoryu, a strong candidate, was forced to withdraw around day 10 due to physical problems, instantly reshaping the board and throwing the championship wide open. In the final stretch, experience and youth clashed. Takayasu pushed with veteran strength and took his last day win to finish 12-3. Meanwhile, Onosato remained unshaken, with a decisive, clean Yorikiri over Kotozakura on day 15. He forced a playoff. The final bout was pure drama. The older Takayasu attempted a risky throw from the belt, aiming to snatch the title with technique, but Onosato responded with raw power and rock-solid balance. With a powerful backward drive, he shoved Takayasu out and sealed the spring championship. But the Haru Basho was more than just the title match. It also spotlighted fresh talent reshaping expectations. Aonishiki, in his first appearance among the top division, finished a strong 11-4, earning himself the Fighting Spirit prize. Another rising Rikishi, Churanumi, also landed an eye-catching 11-4, which earned him the same prize. Meanwhile, Takayasu's refined technique during the tournament didn't go unnoticed, and he was awarded the technique prize. For Onosato, this wasn't just a 3rd top division Yusho, it was his first as an Ozeki, and a statement. At just 24, with only a handful of tournaments in Makuuchi, he's proving he can deliver under pressure. His meteoric rise continues to fuel debates. Can this consistency and momentum carry him to sumo's summit? It's the turn of Natsu Basho. The Natsu Basho was nothing short of a statement. From the very first days, Onosato Daiki burst into action with an unrelenting rhythm of tachiai and pressure to the mawashi, each bout faster and cleaner than the last. By day 13, he had already built a 13-0 record. With that win over Kotozakura, he locked up the Yusho with days to spare. Calm, composed, like a champion who knows the title is already his, Onosato closed out the tournament 14-1, dropping only the final bout to Hoshoryu Tomokatsu. That lone defeat didn't tarnish the victory. but added a dramatic flourish to a dominant run. For Onosato, the Natsu was more than just another trophy. It confirmed that he's not a flash in the pan. It cemented his status as the top rising star. At just 24, with youth and momentum, he's now making real noise in the dohyo. But the Summer Basho wasn't only about the champion. Hoshoryu showed once again why he remains one of the elite. His bouts combined speed, technique, and power, earning him a 12-3 finish and reminding everyone that the competition at the top is far from decided. Meanwhile, several younger Rikishi continued to impress. Among them, Aonishiki and Kirishima. Both ended with solid records and left the Basho with a name worth remembering. Their strong performances helped show that beyond the big two, the field is widening, and that challengers are coming from all sides. In short, Natsu wasn't just a tournament, it was confirmation. Confirmation that Onosato has the strength and composure to dominate. Confirmation that Hoshoryu remains a force. And confirmation that this new generation may turn 2025 into one of the most competitive years sumo has seen in a long time. Let's go to July at Nagoya Basho. The Nagoya Basho opened under the bright lights of a brand new stage, the freshly inaugurated Aichi International Arena, and by the final day, a name few saw coming had lifted the trophy. That name was Kotoshoho Yoshinari. Kotoshoho started the Basho with a modest opening, 2 early losses in the first 5 days. But from day 6 onward, he transformed. Driven, focused, and with a rising hunger, he chained together an unstoppable run of 10 straight wins. He toppled heavyweights along the way, including a stunning win over the newly crowned Yokozuna Onosato Daiki on day 13, shocking the sumo world and announcing himself as a serious contender. Entering the final day, Kotoshoho stood alone at the top, his challengers. The rising star Aonishiki and stablemate Kusano, soon to take the name Yoshinofuji, both trailing. With nerves of steel, Kotoshoho faced Aonishiki and struck. A powerful Tsuki Otoshi, the thrust down, sealed the match. The audience erupted, and with that win, he clinched his first top division Yusho with a 13-2 record. But the magic of this Nagoya wasn't just in the what, but in the how. Kotoshoho's last 10 wins were not lucky. They were masterclasses in adaptability, mixing explosive takiai, gritty thrusts, and clever belt grappling when needed. In the final bout, his inside positioning and swift transition from thrusting to grappling surprised Aonishiki long enough to turn the tide in his favor. By doing so, he didn't just win, he announced that his sumo works even against the best. The new arena added extra gravitas. Being the first Makuuchi champion to lift the Emperor's Cup at the IG Arena gives Kotoshoho's victory a historical weight. The Basho also highlighted the depth and unpredictability of 2025's sumo scene. Aonishiki, with a strong 11-4 finish, earned the technique prize, underlining that he's not just a one Basho wonder. Meanwhile, Kusano also impressed, showing that challengers to the top aren't limited to the most heralded Rikishi. Talent and hunger can come from anywhere. For Kotoshoho, this victory is more than a trophy, it's a transformation. From a mid-ranked Megashira bouncing between divisions, he now stands as a serious champion. His first top division Yusho is not just a surprise, it's proof that when form, technique, and resolve align, any Rikishi can shake the hierarchy. For fans, Nagoya became a reminder. In sumo, the unexpected isn't a glitch, it's the heart of the sport. Now, the Aki Basho? The Aki Basho started under a quiet storm. From early on, Onosato Daiki and Hoshoryu Tomokatsu looked destined to turn this tournament into a showdown. 2 different styles, 2 hungry champions, 1 trophy at stake. For his part, Hoshoryu dazzled in the first week. Lightning-fast takiai, throws that made opponents stumble, and a perfect 9-0 start after 9 days, giving the spectators a serious Yokozuna on fire mood. Meanwhile, Onosato, calm, patient, a steady force, stayed close behind, waiting for a slip. Then, the drama turned. On day 14, an unexpected blow. Kotozakura withdrew with an injury, handing Onosato a Fusen win and lifting him to 13-1. That twist threw the standings wide open. Onosato regained the lead. Hoshoryu suddenly had to shake off fatigue and pressure. When the dust settled, the final day delivered what fans had been waiting for, a proper face-off between the 2 Yokozuna. Hoshoryu defeated Onosato on day 15, forcing a playoff. Both stood at 13-2. The title would be decided in a playoff. In the tiebreaker, Onosato, with the weight of momentum and calm determination, out-muscled Hoshoryu. With a brutal Yoritaushi, he sealed the Yusho. The crown returned to his shoulders. Power and consistency overcame flair and unpredictability. But Aki was more than just the final showdown. Emerging names made their presence felt. Takanosho earned third place with a solid 12-3 record. Meanwhile, Aonishiki, still young and full of potential, collected the technique prize, underlining that beyond the Yokozuna dust-up, a new generation is rising fast. For Onosato, the Aki Basho wasn't just another trophy. It was the final confirmation that 2025 was his year. A third major victory, and perhaps the most telling, as a Yokozuna, under pressure, against the best, pure dominance. For Hoshoryu, despite the loss, the tournament reaffirmed his status as a top Rikishi. Speed, technique, and dangerous versatility still make him a threat in every Basho. And for sumo itself, 2025's Aki Basho proved yet again why the dohyo remains a theater of unpredictability, resilience, and raw emotion. The year ended with Kyushu Basho. The final showdown of 2025, the Kyushu Basho, lived up to the promise that had been quietly building all year. And when the dust settled, it was a name few expected would lift the trophy, Aonishiki Arata. His victory doesn't feel like luck, it feels like destiny. All tournament long, Aonishiki battled with grit and determination. In the final stretch, he took down top-tier opponents and kept his nerve under pressure. His record for the Basho, 12 wins, 3 losses, enough to force a playoff and, in the end, to claim the Emperor's Cup. The drama hit its peak when Onosato Daiki, also in contention, was forced to withdraw on the final day because of a shoulder dislocation. His exit reshaped the title race and opened the path for Aonishiki to face Hoshoryu Tomokatsu in a classic climactic duel. On day 14, the Ukrainian defeated the Mongolian Yokozuna by Oshidashi, forcing that if both won their bout on day 15, which happened, everything would be decided in a playoff. In that high-stakes playoff, Aonishiki didn't just win, he dominated. After the takiai, he locked in a strong grip, used precise technique, and sealed the victory with a powerful okurinage, the rear throw. In one swift, clean move, he made sumo history. For Aonishiki, born in Ukraine, shaped by hardship, fueled by ambition, this Yusho means much more than a trophy. It crowns resilience, adaptation, and the unyielding spirit of someone who dreamed big and fought harder. He's now the first Ukrainian to win a top-division sumo tournament, and at only 21, he's on the fast track toward promotion to Ozeki. Meanwhile, even in defeat, Hoshoryu continued to show why he belongs among the elite, and the exits and injuries like Onosato's served as a reminder that in sumo, glory always hangs in balance. The final mix of veteran strength, rising stars, and relentless underdogs made Kyushu a fitting finale for a year where the dohyo never stopped giving drama. 2025 turned out to be a year of transformation and surprises on the dohyo. The meteoric rise of Onosato Daiki marked him as one of sumo's brightest future figures, while unexpected champions like Kotoshoho Yoshinari and the historic feat of Aonishiki Arata revived a powerful truth. In just 15 days, technique, willpower, and a little bit of fate can turn promising talents into protagonists. Meanwhile, Hoshoryu Tomokatsu showed both his strength and his vulnerability, reminding everyone that at the top level, no one is invincible, and that sumo's drama is alive and unpredictable. The emergence of young wrestlers who seized openings in the Banzuke confirmed that the elite is renewing itself. The field is deeper, hungrier, and ready to challenge the status quo. What will 2026 bring? More records, more shock victories, maybe new champions, maybe new rivalries. Whatever's next, one thing is certain. Sumo's future feels wide open. If you enjoyed this ride, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe to SumoSpirit for more deep dives, highlights, and sumo stories. Until next time, see you on the dohyo!